Hey guys, welcome to the Play for Life Comics FOC Show for 5/14/22. What this is final order cutoff. This is a great time for us to adjust orders on books that are typically 3 to 4 weeks out. And what we focus on here is new number ones, possible keys, and great covers. There's typically dozens of other books you can order on any given FOC. And if you want to access those, previewsworld.com and lunardistribution.com are the two sites to check out. Lunar handles all the DC. Previews World handles pretty much everything else. A great way to search that is just FOC previews. It'll pop right up in Google. We have a form we've attached to where you can order any of the books we feature here. We also leave a blank space, so if you want to make a note, hey, I want 10 copies of this, whatnot, you can order straight through us. We do ask that you get the order forms in by the following Saturday afternoon after the video. Now, a new feature we're going to do with these is I'm going to start offering 20% off. Now, you guys that pick up from us locally already know on Wednesdays we do 20% off and 20% off to all our reservists. But for you guys out of town, if you are already shopping with us through our Facebook Live and YouTube sales shows, this is a great way for you to get books. Like I said, we'll do 20% off. Same deal we're offering in store. So this incentivizes you guys to order books through us as well. So we'll get started here going up. Like I said, most of these books will be coming out mid-June to late June on most of these. Marvel tends to put them out a little earlier than the rest of them. So let's get going. All right, we got Cyberforce #1 30th anniversary special. It's a $5 book. Mark Silvestri, if you're not familiar, this was one of the early Image titles from the early 90s. It was kind of Mark Silvestri's main title, where Jim Lee had Wildcats, McFarlane had Spawn, Silvestri was one of the founders, and this was kind of his book. So great 30th anniversary piece there. Tmnt Armageddon game prequel kicks off a new gaming universe, from what you were saying, right?
Just Armageddon War, which is the crossover storyline for 2022.
Okay.
For the whole TMNT series, it revolves around the Rat King.
Oh, all right. That might be why they were pushing Rat King stuff earlier in the year. So this will come out 6/22. So yeah, about a month and a week out. Amazing Spider-Man #1 second print. We'll probably have plenty of these in the store because that book sold like hotcakes. So if you missed out or you just want the second print to be a completionist, #1 second print, great opportunity to grab that. John Romita Jr. cover. Captain America Sentinel of Liberty #1. Yeah, I had to ask a question about it because we had a 0 issue. Then we had the one that comes out tomorrow, which is Symbol of Truth. And then this is the Sentinel of Liberty. So they are simultaneously launching 2 series. One's going to be Sam Wilson. One will be Steve Rogers. So there's that.
Believe it or not, there's actually 3 series.
Oh, see?
Captain America is going to be both of them as Captain America. The Captain America 0 was that. Then the one coming out this week is the Sam Wilson Symbol of Truth.
Okay.
And the one coming out on FOC is Steve Rogers, Sentinel of Liberty.
Oh, well.
So they're really going to mess it up for everybody.
Okay, yeah. And that's going to get confusing quick. I can go on and tell you. So that's a $4.99 book. If you take advantage of our 20%, be $3.99. So,
but guys, the big thing about that book is supposedly Captain America, Steve Rogers, discovers a secret in his shield that is going to radically change the way he looks at the world.
and that sounds really interesting. So we know, I think it's made of vibranium, I believe, or atom. Yeah, it's vibranium. That's it. And it was one of the big metals in Marvel.
Oh, yeah, remember the movies. That's why
Wakanda
was trying to take it back away from him.
You got a B cover by John Mavrodis. Kind of interesting art piece there. Got kind of a film negative there. Joshua Cassara, Stormbreakers. Looks like they misspelled Stormbreakers. Captain America, this is the Vecchio Pride variant. This was the character they introduced in the last series. That was the hobo version of Captain America. Got a Scotty Young cover. And now we're on the Carnage. Carnage number 2, second print, mono cover. Great looking cover there. Hulkling and Wiccan number 1. Peach Momoko A cover. Great looking cover. You got a Vecchio B cover. So there you go. Of course, those are some of the characters that are spinning out of some of the Young Avengers stuff that's going on in the MCU right now. So definitely could be pretty interesting. Knights of X number 1, second print. Looks kind of like a page.
Yeah, it is a page out of the story.
Okay. Yeah. Bob Quinn cover there. You got Marvel Voices Pride number 1 with a Nick Robles cover. Jen Bartel cover. That's probably my favorite out of it. I like Jen Bartel's work. So there
And
we
all
go.
those books are filled with anthology stories of the various characters.
Yeah, the LGBTQ characters. So Oliver Coipel cover. That was pretty cool too. I like his work quite a bit. Amy Reeder, you got a Loki on the Rainbow Bridge cover. That's pretty different looking. On to the new Fantastic Four. Of course, this is a take of the cover of when the Fantastic Four was Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Hulk briefly. The Nick Bradshaw A cover. This is going to be a good mini-series. So if you want a short, sweet story, this is probably a good one to jump on. If you don't want to follow something for 30-something issues, this will probably be pretty enjoyable. Oh, there we go. Wolverine Art Adams cover.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, that one's really sharp. This is kind of a old cover swipe cover also. Not sure of the issue, but it looks very familiar. Carr Andrews cover. Got a Ron Lim. Got a Sleeny Fortnite cover. Them on the bus, like they're going to drop into Fortnite Island. This is the one I like. This is a Zulo cover. I'm not familiar with the artist, but I just like the composition of the cover. Kind of cool looking. A little cartoony, but that's all right. Punisher number 2, second print. Same as the first print, but with a red background as opposed to a white. Gwenverse number 3, David Nakayama cover.
Story in this one is that Gwen Stacy goes on her travels to 1954 and runs into herself running around with Captain America's shield, and she can't figure out how it can happen because he wasn't around in 1954.
Right. Yeah, he was frozen in the ice. So it's definitely of course, it's in the multiverse stuff. So who knows what's going on?
Well, they actually say that it is in her timeline of 1954. So maybe something's crossed over the lines of the multiverse.
Some variant is running around. Of course, this is the Greg Land homage. I believe number 2 had this as a B cover. But of course, the big change is the Wolverine claws and the outfit. Sharp cover though. Spider-Man 2099 number 2. This was a runaway hit for us. I believe it was last week when it came out. Number 1, we underordered and these things flew off the shelf. Of course, we were competing with Free Comic Book Day and a street festival of about 10,000 people. So
this is the first appearance of the last remaining person from Asgard, Loki 2099.
Oh, okay. So there we go. End of the Asgard line. That's kind of wild. Ryan Stegman A cover on that one. You got the 2099 frame cover from Ken Lashley. And a Ron Lim connecting. And on to What If Miles Morales number 4. This one is What If Miles Morales was Thor, basically. Of course, coming out Wednesday, check out your LCS for number 3, where he's Hulk. Of course, this has been a great series. A lot of fun with this series. So, and definitely a great Paco Medina cover. Kind of looks like the Brooklyn Bridge, I think, if I'm not mistaken. This is the Sergio Davila B cover. These all come out 6/8/22, so this is roughly a month out. Orcs the Curse, 6/15, so a little over a month out. This is 6/8/22. Orcs the Curse. This was a series that came out last year through, I think, Boom Studios. I think it was a Kaboom title, which is more their kids line. This is a second series, one of 4. So nice, lighthearted mini series here. Eric Powell B cover, if you're a fan of The Goon or Hillbilly or any of that stuff. There's a B cover from him. Now, this one was interesting. I'm going to let Hansel take over on explaining this one, because this one definitely caught my attention. Not sure the company on. This is a behemoth. This is called The Illusion Witch, 1 of 6, and it definitely sounded strange.
The lady in the cover there is the world's greatest illusionist, who's gone through her own share of trials and tribulations in her life, and then she's sucked into a magical dimension where she meets up with the people you see there at the bottom. It's a warrior and his son, and they go on a grand adventure, and for her it's facing her inner demons while at the same time trying to defeat the demons that are out to kill them all.
Okay, so it definitely had a kind of a strange premise, but cover's great. I'll definitely give it a shot. I read most indie number 1s that come through the store because I enjoy weird stories. So there you go. Got a Andrea Erico B cover. Got kind of a Alice through the looking glass kind of cover there. Kind of a racy cover from.
She actually does all 3 of the covers.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was one of the first times I've noticed that the same artist did A, B, and C.
She must do the. I'm going to guess she's the interior artist. So there we go. Starships, Where Starships Go to Die. Now, this one sounded wild. Let me see if I can get. He gave me the description right before we went live. So let me see if I can get the description right. Far into the future, there's like a trench type situation, maybe the Marianas Trench, something like that, where they have dumped starships for years. And they decide that they're going to go salvage the original starship that left Earth. And I believe it was astronauts from Africa that go to the bottom of this trench to salvage this thing, and they uncover something, and all heck breaks loose, and it's kind of a sci-fi horror piece. Did I do that justice?
You got it.
All right. But it looks interesting. Like I say, anytime I hear something like that, it always makes me think of one of my favorite films as a kid, The Abyss, which was just, if you've not seen it, go back, check it out. Killer movie. Then we got Batman 124. Great Howard Porter cover, by the way. A guy I don't think they let do covers enough, but
the question in the book is it the return of the Abyss, or has some new hero arrived in Gotham?
Okay, so we got a new character coming up potentially. So definitely a possible key here. And if you're, specking on keys, things like that, this is definitely one to chase. Of course, you got the A cover there. Great cover. Gabrielle Deodato cardstock B cover for $1 more. And then you got the Amy Reeder Pride cardstock cover for $1 more also. So there you go. 3 great covers on a possible key. At 20% off, how can you go wrong? And if you've not been reading it, I think they really turned it around. I wasn't a huge fan of the Tinian stuff. Now they got the new guy writing. I've really enjoyed what's been going on with Batman as of late. So there we go. Dark Crisis #1. This is kind of their big event of the summer coming up. So here's a great Daniel Sampier wraparound cover.
We know the Justice League is dead.
Right.
And the question is, who's going to step up to meet the challenge?
All right. So this is kind of the setup for what's to come. So definitely interesting stuff coming up. And usually when they do this every couple of years, it usually definitely changes up the DC world. Their continuity is pretty solid. So great Capullo B cover. Yeah, I really like this one. Jamal Campbell cardstock C cover. Inhuck Lee. No, this is probably my out of the two. I like the Capullo and this one the best, I think. You got a Bruno Redondo. A lot of covers.
Yeah, DC's going to win all out. It's been a long time since they put
this
many covers out for something.
They've been pumping them out. So yeah, so they probably got something in store for this. This is probably gonna be big. Of course, it was their free comic book day book this year. That was the one that one flew off the tables for us. So we'll see what's to come. Flashpoint Beyond #2, and now this one's a possible key as well, right?
It says there's going to be, as Thomas Wayne's on the search for the Clockwork King, there's going to be the introduction of a new twisted version of an iconic Batman villain.
Okay, so alternate take on something we know. So that's always interesting. So we'll see what comes up. Zermanico cardstock cover. Not familiar with this artist. First time I've heard the name, but it's a gorgeous looking cover. So maybe we see some more coming out of that artist. Excuse me. Multiversity Teen Justice 1 of 5. Robbie Rodriguez A cover.
And guys, the solicitation says there is a new hero introduced here, brand new, and they say he will, or the character will stick around.
Okay, so new character. We kind of had a little bit of a debate. We weren't sure. We thought this might be an older Robin. I was thinking it might be the new character. I wasn't familiar with the look, but it's Stephanie Hans. She always does great work. So if you guys know what it is, let us know in the comments. Give us a little insight. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants here. But yeah, great cover coming up there. Another Stephen Byrne cardstock cover. You got a Carrie Randolph cover. Oh, sorry. Went into a new book. Was in the groove. Nubia, Queen of the Amazons, #1 of 4. Of course, this is the spin out of, they just had her coronated as the Queen of the Amazons on Themyscira. Her coronation book came out last week, I believe. So this will be the new miniseries spinning out of that. Jay Lee cardstock cover. I always like his very stark, simple backgrounds that really focus on the character. Kevin Wada Pride cardstock variant. Poison Ivy. Now this one looked interesting. She's out to destroy humanity.
Well,
right?
She's sort of at a crossroads of her life. She's back in the new body that she didn't want. The world's changed around her, and she's finally decided to go full force into achieving her life's goal, which is to heal the earth by destroying humanity.
All right. And there's some great covers for this one. Jessica Fong, you got a cover here for the A cover. Dollar More, you got a Warren Lau cardstock cover, probably my favorite out of the bunch. Chris Anka cardstock variant, a little different there. And that's it, guys. And that's it for us tonight. Again, get us those lists in for this stuff by mid-Saturday. We like them in by lunchtime. That's always helpful for us. We got the form attached to help you guys out on any of the books we focus, but we do leave a blank space. So again, go to previewsworld.com, lunardistribution.com, see FOC stuff for the upcoming weeks, or for this week for the upcoming books. Let us know what you want. And like I said, we can do 20% off on these books, and our shipping rates are, we'll try to get one of those attached in one of the upcoming videos as well, in case you're just watching these and not the sales videos also. But definitely check us out. We do 3 sales shows a week, 8 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on Thursday nights.
8 p.m. on Thursday night.
Sorry, we changed it to 8 p.m. It's new. We hadn't started it yet, so I'm not quite used to it. Thank you. And Sunday mornings, our big 2-hour show, 9 a.m. Eastern. So definitely check those out, and a lot of great opportunities to pick up books. Our Tuesday night shows tends to be a lot of new books going out on the rack, that kind of thing. But we appreciate it, and y'all check us out, and y'all have a great, safe week out there, and we'll catch you next time, guys.